Should be live. All right. Should we be live on Facebook already?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Go out there and check.
Should be live. All right. Should we be live on Facebook already?
Ready?
Should be live. All right. Should we be live on Facebook already?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Go out there and check.
Should be live. All right. Should we be live on Facebook already?
Ready? 3, ready?
Joined here by some lovely ladies here, some of the prime media folks of West Texas. We have Andy Marquis here of Media Advantage, and then we have Chris Forbes here.
Hello, thank you.
Live design.
Yes.
So, hey, today this is a celebration of sorts of San Angelo, and downtown San Angelo, if you will, as we kind of bring together a lot of different businesses. Of course, the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic has just impacted everyone so much, and most certainly our local economies, you know, and Governor Greg Abbott has done such a great job, him and his administration, of pretty much opening things up to allow our local economies to return to somewhat of a normalcy. This afternoon, we're going to actually talk to a lot of these folks here. This is a celebration called Downtown Strong. This is kind of preempting the party, if you will, that's going to go on this afternoon and into this evening. We're going to hear from the downtown business owners, a number of them. We're going to talk about kind of what our favorite spots and what things to do in downtown as we get things going. So, guys, first and foremost, before we kind of get to some of the interviews, I'll start with you, Andy. You guys see so much downtown businesses. You know, some of y'all's clients are just folks that you've known downtown. How excited are they to kind of be back in business?
Yeah, everybody is so excited. And as you mentioned, Governor Abbott put together a really great plan of phases. And so our restaurants are now at 50% capacity, with our bars at 25%. And, you know, we also office downtown. Chris and I are partners in Media Advantage, and both Media Advantage and Live Design have offices downtown. So we've seen businesses slowly start opening, people, you know, get downtown and shop, and that's what this event is all about, is to really encourage everybody to step out if you're comfortable and come visit these local businesses. They are hungry and excited to see people and to open up and really just sell their product or show their services or serve you food. So we are excited to get down there.
Definitely. And we'd like to first and foremost thank our sponsors, our title sponsor this afternoon, AB Distributing, for all that they contributing to the show. And our first hour sponsor, Atmos Energy. I thank you guys so much for helping us out this afternoon with this. As far as Chris, you know, you see so much with graphics and design and things like that. Talk about, you know, kind of like I guess what you've been up to and how the coronavirus, how all this has kind of impacted you guys as a media business there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we were helping lots of folks with events and things that are happening. So since all that has been delayed, we're helping restaurants now with their to-go menus that are disposable menus rather than them having to use
That's
their...
different now.
It's totally different. And so, and people have to scramble to kind of get that together. So we've been able to just, no worries, no problem, we'll get that for you guys. So that's really been...
I'm sure this is probably to come with you guys. I was at Texas Roadhouse the other night, and you scan a QR code, and you basically have the menu come up on your phone.
Yeah, well, businesses are really adaptive.
So it's evolving.
You know, they really have. And when everything first started, there was a lot of, extreme marketing that we had to pull off. You know, we had to pull back some of that specialized marketing and really get into a serious tone because people were scared. We didn't know what was happening. And now as we've, flattened the curve and everybody's starting to come back out, these new business practices are still going to be in play. You know, we're still going to have cocktails that can be delivered and picked up, and maybe the menus with the QR codes are still going to be a practice moving forward. So we're really excited to help those businesses kind of evolve and kind of manage the new normal, as everybody likes to say. Our favorite term.
I see things on Facebook. It's like the Samuel L. Jackson meme. And it's like, mention new normal one more time, and you've got that Pulp Fiction.
We did a happy hour for our Leadership San Angelo class, and it was like, what are the terms that you were just done hearing for COVID 2020, and that was the top one.
That's the first one. All right, so we're gonna hit the streets here, and we're going to go out to our reporters on the street, Matt Trammell and Sonia Ramirez. These guys are putting in work for us this afternoon, and Matt Trammell is hanging out with Tim Condon over at the Angry Cactus. Matt, take it away.
All right, thanks, Manny. Now we're at Angry Cactus here on the corner of Concho and Chadburn, and here we're here with the owner, Mr. Tim Condon himself. Well, Tim, how's business been going?
It's been good. You know, everything seems to be coming back. We've had a great weekend. People are loving the new decor. Everybody's loving everything that's going on downtown. You know, all these businesses are back, so it's good to be back.
Y'all had to change up a few things. You know, y'all had to do the meal kits. Y'all did the other prep work, other stuff like that, and to-goes and carry-outs. What are some of the things that you took away from that you're going to be able to move forward with? Yeah,
so we really, this whole COVID thing got us really to rethink as an industry kind of where we position ourselves. And so we're doing a lot more to-go, a lot more delivery. And then during the COVID thing, these cook-along kits were a big hit. So we're excited that we'll potentially continue that in the future as well. So there's all kinds of things that we're excited to get back to doing.
Do you think people do you see people wanting to just pack into restaurants now and get back to what things were?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still an element of social responsibility, social distancing, things of that nature. But for the most part here in West Texas, people are more than willing to get back to life the way it was before.
Right on. What would be your way that you think that maybe we could get things back to more, to back to 100%?
Yeah, well, I mean, just staying responsible, but more importantly, just getting the psychology of the folks, the people, back to the way it was. People are fearful. This is a thing that's got a lot of people fearing, and we live in a free country. It's great, and it's great to not fear things at some point. And so, as things are moving along, that's kind of we're getting past the fear part and more back into the real life aspect of living our lives and doing it responsibly in any way, shape, or form.
Right. So a lot of the businesses and a lot of the restaurants, especially, they had to shut down and they had to like make terrible cuts and things like that. For you, what about your staff? Are we back to full staff?
We've been back to full staff for over 4 weeks now, and so we've got we're hoping that business comes back to normal, and so we're pushing for it and gonna make it happen. I promise.
Right. Anything else you want to say to the viewers out there?
Come down and check out downtown. We got a great downtown, the best in West Texas, that's for sure.
All right, back to you in the studio, Manny.
You're live.
Alrighty, Tim Condon, Matt Trammell, our very own, holding it down there at the Angry Cactus in downtown San Angelo. Guys, we were talking about this, between the break, while the video is going, and Tim Condon is he's This guy, he has so many great ideas, and he's certainly adapted to during these times.
Yeah, he's an innovator, and he really came up with a great way to be in front of people during the shutdown. Although, everybody was doing curbside, Tim took it a step further and did the curbside meals where he was cooking live and showing instructions. And so people got to learn new techniques from a trained chef, and some of those meals were delicious.
Did y'all get a chance to try some?
I didn't, so you got to pick up the meal, the prep stuff,
and
take it.
For you,
Everything was prepped, every single ingredient. It was almost like if you guys do that HelloFresh meal kit.
The local version.
And it really was. And then, of course, Tim, at dinner time, videotaped and showed everybody step by step on how to prepare that meal, and he showed them tips and tricks on how to cut things as well as sauteing. And so I know that we really enjoyed at home doing something different, and I know that also sustained their business model while everything was shut down. So
if you got tired of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich or the Spam or whatever it is,
the same old thing that you cook all the time. I'm not a very inventive cook, so I'm like, what am I cooking? It's chicken again today, honey. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so our next interview, we're going to cruise back downtown, and this is a collective effort. It's a team effort this afternoon. We're going to hit up Old Central Firehouse Pizzeria and Tap Room. And guys, this is a very unique place. If you have not had a chance to check this out, this is a must-see place. Not only is the pizza just top-notch, amazing, but the taps there that they have, the brew, it's one of a kind in Texas. It's pretty much like you go to McDonald's and whenever you get a fountain drink, and you have like the whole selection of that. This is that. It's the adult version.
The beer?
Yes, it's beer.
Okay, I have to. I haven't been there yet.
Didn't they win Business of the Year from the Chamber?
I think that's right. I remember that.
So these guys are on to something. Sonia Ramirez is chatting with Michelle down there. Sonia, give us a goods there.
Thanks, Mandy. We're here with Michelle from Old Central Firehouse Pizzeria and Tap Room. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing today?
Hi. So good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We just want to talk to you about what's going on tonight, what customers can expect when they come in here. So tell us a little bit about this restaurant that looks so cute, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. We are so excited about Downtown Strong and what's happening today, and just getting people out in our community and back downtown again, especially to frequent all of our local shops and restaurants. And so here at the pizzeria, we will be having Tammy Merwin sing with some of her band. That'll be from 3 to 6. We, of course, serve pizza. It's all fresh, and we have a self-serve tap wall. So we are just excited to see everybody out and about again.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the tap room? We know it's a very innovative one, the first in Texas, right, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, our tap wall is new to Texas, and it's the latest technology, and so it's just kind of fun. It just puts you in control of what you want to try, and if you want a whole glass or just a couple ounces. And so it's just a fun, interactive, I guess, way to drink beer.
That sounds very fun. Now, we know you guys have been open to do takeout. Have any favorites arisen from customers, ordering pizzas so far?
Yes, we have a 3-alarm, and it's so fun. So it's spicy. And it's just fun to see people. I had a lady get one the other day, and she ate the whole thing and loved it. And then I had the man next to her literally just wiping sweat off of his face. And so I love when people order the 3-alarm, just because it's kind of fun, and it's a little bit outside the box. And so it's just fun to see people's reaction. Yes.
So it's not for the weak of heart. It definitely takes a brave person.
I would say yes. You have to be brave, and you have to like spicy.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Michelle. And we're going back to you, Manny.
Just the taps. is amazing right there.
Well, and I haven't had the pizza yet because that's new, but I did see a picture and the pepperoni looked crusty and just amazing.
Yeah.
So.
We're connoisseurs of our industry here. These guys have pretty much studied pizza and then have gone on to do with all the beers and the brews and the taps. So they're doing an excellent job out there. All right, so let's get to our next interview. We're going to go down the street down there with Matt Trammell in Fuentes Cafe downtown. And
We're not.
That you're going to have the best margarita, and so you could even have it at home.
Yeah, so you're saying you can add your own amount of
Yeah.
tequila to your margarita that you
give it
make?
to you there. If you want the full shot, okay.
So it's a martini and not really a margarita, I think, is what Manny's telling us.
Yeah. Joe, how we look? Are we ready to go with
We're
this?
ready to go.
All right, so
we've had some sound problems. We're having some, we're trying to get that satellite connection. We have satellites to do this.
the satellites.
We're fancy.
Yes.
Beam me up.
Very much so. All right, so we're going to go back downtown with Matt Trammell and John Fuentes. Trammell, give us the goods.
Thanks, Manny. Now we're here at Fuentes' Cafe downtown on the corner of Beauregard and Chadburn. And we're here with John Fuentes himself. Hey, how are you doing today, John?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Oh, I'm not too bad. So y'all are back open. I know you had to close for a little bit and reopened and then closed again. But how good does it feel to be back open?
It feels awesome. We're just happy and glad that we can start serving food again.
Right on. And what have you been seeing from the public? Have they been, slamming in here, ready to be back in here?
Well, it's been kind of steady for us. Hasn't been just overwhelming, but we've had a lot of people of our regular customers coming back in and doing a lot of takeout, curbside. So we're just glad that we're able to provide a service to not only for our customers, but also helping our employees staying employed.
And what was some of the things that you took away from this COVID-19, having to do limited things and curbside and delivery and margaritas to go and all that kind of stuff? What did you kind of take from all that?
Well, one of the things we had to adapt to this new environment that we're in, having to do the to-go orders, the margaritas to go, doing a lot of things that we weren't doing before as far as the takeout, doing family-style packs to go. So that was something that we had to start doing, and it was the community response is very well taken.
And with family curbside and family orders, is that something that y'all are going to keep doing for the near future, even after this thing? You can say 100% capacity. Are you still going to be doing those kind of things?
I think our customers are dictating that we continue doing this. They kind of like to where they can just drive up and we take it out to them, and they're continuing to do that. So we'll continue to provide that service as long as our community wants it.
All right, and any other thing you got for the people out there to just make them want to come into Fuentes?
Well, we're just glad to be able to keep our doors open and serving our community on either curbside, takeout, or dine-in. And hopefully we can get to 100% here pretty quick.
Yes, sir. All right, back to you in the studio, Manny.
very well-established downtown business owner, John Fuentes. The Fuentes family has just been so active in the San Angelo community over the years, and I can remember as a young tyke visiting that place, always so good. Now these guys, we were talking, they were out of business for a while, and then all this happens.
Right.
I mean, it's the wall collapsed. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to endure all that and then having to endure yet another big setback.
Yeah, it was devastating. And if you guys have not been to Fuentes yet and checked out their remodel, it is gorgeous in there.
It's beautiful.
And we were just talking about, one thing is, you walk into Fuentes and John is usually there at the host stand greeting everybody. And so that's a local, iconic place to visit. And it's lunchtime right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm getting longer.
I know.
Too. We still got a while.
I mean, maybe some of those guys we can deliver,
John, if you're watching, hit us up. Now, Chris, you do work for some various downtown businesses,
Sure.
and you were kind of plugging some of them. We want to give them a plug as well.
Yeah, so we did some menus for 01. We've done their menus for a while,
Yes.
and I mean, they have the best salmon, I have to say. Like, I just love, I will get the salmon, I'll get the potato balls that they have. They're fried, they're so good. Little broccoli on the side, health it up a little bit.
Yeah, Eric and his team, and they also have their own brew.
They have a brew, that's true.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. The alcoholic in me coming back. I don't have a problem, people. No, just kidding.
Well, and one thing you don't know, too, Raw actually has a really great menu.
There you go.
Yes.
Yep.
They have cheese boards, the truffle popcorn, so if you want maybe a lighter lunch with some wine, Raw $18.99 is a good one.
Yeah, so I guess on Saturdays they're open up probably right now. I think they usually open at 4.
They have some trickier hours.
But on the weekends they have these meatballs too, guys, and they come in this little. This is some good stuff. Get
So
a glass
put
of
that
wine
on
in
the
here
old
too.
downtown bucket list, Raw $18.99.
Just do a little tour.
Yeah, save a little room for all that. All right, Joe, how we looking with Stango's?
Well, Trammell had to walk a long way to get to Stanko's.
Okay, so we're trying to build in a little time for our crews to get there. So Trammell, he's heading down the street down Chadburn there to go visit with Steve Stango.
He's only known by his last name.
Trammell. Yeah, Matt Trammell. Because that's what we call him here at San Angelo a lot. You don't want to know what the chief of police calls him, so we'll just leave that out.
Well, bringing this back to Stango's, I will say Chris and I are a block away, and so we love, and especially pre-COVID, taking a break in the morning and having a cup of coffee and maybe taking some meetings over at Stango's. So yeah. That's a really family-friendly atmosphere too.
Right on. All right, so I've just been informed here that Matt Trammell is good to go with Steve Stango. Trammell, what do you?
Thanks, Manny. Now we're here down at Stango's Coffee on South Chadburn, and we're here with the man himself, Steve Stango. How you doing today, Steve?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah? Well, back in business, back with a little more people here.
Fantastic.
How's it been going?
Well, it's still a little slow. It's 50% occupancy. We're trying to maintain safe distances and everything, but we're going to try to let everybody know that, yeah, we're down here. Come on back. Let's get things going again. Let's make this downtown like it was before.
Right on. During this whole lockdown, were you doing any carry out or delivery, or did you change the way you were doing
We
things?
closed down for 3 weeks because even I was scared the way everybody was saying different things about it, but then we went back and we did takeout, and then right when they said you can do 25, we did 25. Now we're at 50. We're not really there yet, even at the 50, so because people are still a little cautious about going out, but we're getting there.
So did you pick up anything during that time where you did the curbside and the takeout? Did you learn that? You're going to do it in the future? You're going to continue that? Was that a good thing to add to your business model, or what did you kind of learn from that?
I guess it could be done. There are people that will come and pick up their own pizza, and it's easier for them if they park right outside, but I don't think that's going to be a big thing. I think people want to come in, sit down, converse, and enjoy their pizza or coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things is, the foot traffic here downtown has just not been like it has been because of it all, everyone being locked in. when it does hopefully start to pick up, and maybe this event will help it start to pick up, do you think that'll help your business in the long run?
Of course, yeah. I mean, especially at night when bars are open, that's when people go to bars, walk around, and then get a tattoo, have a piece of pizza or coffee, go up to John Fuentes' place, right? Have a little dinner.
Right on.
We're all connected in together. We all have to be good to make everybody good. Put it that way.
Right on. Do you have anything you want to say to the people out there? Maybe bring them into your coffee shop?
Downtown Strong. There's going to be some classic cars. Come on down, take a peek, see what's going on, have some fun.
All right.
Maintain your distance.
That's perfect. That's the perfect way to think of it right there.
Yeah.
Back to you in the studio, Manny.
All right, Matt Trammell, Steve Stingo, hanging out in Downtown San Angelo. This is Downtown Strong. This is a celebration of downtown and pretty much just our local economy. Now we have here on set, we have from Atlas Energy, one of our very sponsors of this this first hour, Rochelle Ditmore. And Rochelle, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you guys are certainly helping us out with the production of the show here.
We're happy to do anything we can to help.
So yeah, so energy-wise, kind of talk about like what you guys have been up to during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, it's been pretty much business as usual. Still out there bringing natural gas to all the homes and restaurants and trying to keep things going. But the main thing that we want to get out there in the public right now is safety. Everyone has safety on the mind due to COVID, but also most people are at home now. They're not out. So they're doing home projects. So we want
DIY.
The DIY,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's booming right now.
It's booming. So we want people to know that if you are doing a home project with any digging of any kind, so if you're putting in fence post, if you're planting a tree, if you're putting in a pool, even a mailbox post, you don't know where natural gas lines are. So even if you don't have gas at your home, there could be a line going across your yard.
Yeah.
And besides natural gas, there's other things underground as well. So if you'll call 811, it's free. It's the law as well. It's the law. Important piece to that. And if you'll call 3 to 4 days ahead of your project, they'll come out and look for everything. They'll look for gas, water, if there happens to be electric lines, whatever it is, sewer, they'll find everything that's there and let you know. And that way your project goes off without a hitch, or at least without an underground hitch.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow, that's good to know. Well, and I do have to interject. Rochelle and I are in a Leadership San Angelo class this year.
There you go.
I have to plug, Rochelle and Atmos Energy, you guys have done so much for the community during COVID, and I know everybody appreciates you guys for that. And I don't know if you wanted to mention some of the things that you all have done to support people during these times.
Well, we of course have donated to the food bank. We fed Shannon Hospital, all the nurses and doctors and staff at Shannon Hospital, took them breakfast, and they loved it. It was Diego's.
Of course, everybody loves Diego's.
And some donuts and campus donuts. So everybody loved that, and it was a lot of fun. We, of course, it's so different doing everything social distanced and with your mask but we got it done. I had it in the back of my car, and they pulled up some carts, and we filled them up on the carts, and so it was great. But we love supporting the community. We love the communities that we not only work in, but we live in them. Absolutely. And so we love being a part of it, and just want everyone to know we're here for them.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Rochelle, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Joe, we were looking to kind of get in touch with Sonia down at Casa de Cor.
Well, we took a mic down to Chadburn Tavern.
Well, how about can we try and get, we'll do a little more chatting here with Rochelle if we can get Sonia up pretty soon.
I'll check on her.
We'll work on that. How excited are you guys to have the restaurants. I mean, you guys said y'all service the restaurants to kind of be back into. I mean, we're not full normalcy with them, and they're at 50%. But
right.
How excited are y'all to kind of see them kind of get?
Oh,
started?
Fantastic! So we've done something with Atmos as well. We call it Takeout Tuesday.
Oh wow!
And so all of our employees go and make sure they do takeout on Tuesdays. So we do it. We're in 8 states, and we've actually been doing it in all 8 states.
Oh,
all
wow.
Atmos employees on Tuesdays go takeout.
Well, what a treat for the employees. That's a treat all around.
That way it supports, it shows, one, that we appreciate our workers and give them a little shout out there, because we really do appreciate it. And you know, they're trying to be as safe as they possibly can. And then it also supports the restaurants, which is what it's all about. So we've really enjoyed the Takeout Tuesday.
That's cool. What restaurants have y'all kind of been able to hook up y'all's employees with?
Well, we let them all do their own, because we're not allowed to be together.
Okay.
We have to social distance.
Thank you, Manny. We're here with Sadie from Casa Decor. Thank you so much for being with us today, Sadie.
Sure, certainly.
Go ahead.
We're having a great time at Casa Decor. It's been really exciting being open. We're selling a lot of patio. We sell a ton of patio through the spring and into the summer, and it goes pretty quickly, but also decorations. Curbside, we did manage to get by pretty good with.
Yard shout out. But it just had made me think when you said some gas. I need that full.
Some gas, and of course, gas is so cost efficient and energy efficient as well. It's a very green
We had
way
a
to heat.
drop in audio for about a minute, so I apologize to everybody.
All right. Well, Rochelle, we do appreciate you taking the time and certainly for the sponsorship on the program.
Yes, and we wish the best for all of the downtown businesses and hope this helps out.
All righty. Well, I've been told that we do officially now have Sonia Ramirez. She will appear on your screen in full 1080 there. She is with Casa Decor. And if you haven't been to this place, man, I tell you, these folks, they import things from Mexico. They make weekly trips to El Paso, and they're bringing, all kinds of just beautiful things from across the border there. So we'll have Sonia Ramirez there with Casa Decor. Sonia?
Thank you, Manny. We're here with Sadie from Casa Decor. Thank you so much for being with us today, Sadie.
Sure, certainly.
Go ahead.
We're having a great time at Casa Decor. It's been really exciting being open finally. And people were just waiting to walk in and shop, but they've been sitting at home waiting to find something that they needed and deciding what they needed while they were sitting at home. And so it's been a very busy May, and I think it'll continue through the summer.
Now, what are some of the most popular items for the summer that people tend to gravitate towards too?
This time of year, we're selling a lot of patio. We sell a ton of patio through the spring and into the summer, and it goes pretty quickly. But also decorations, the Talavera and things for your fence or the side of your house, just to kind of brighten up and liven up your patio. We have a lot of metal artwork and Talavera, things that you don't have to water.
Right, that won't die in Texas heat.
Yes. Yeah, so it's been a very, very busy spring so far. As soon as we were allowed to open, it was really busy, and we were real thankful for the support as far as when we were closed and being able to do curbside. We did manage to get by pretty good without being open for the short time we were.
Gotcha. No, I mean, you guys have some beautiful things in here. What's your favorite thing, if you could say one
thing
in here?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. That's hard. I really like the flowers because I like to garden, but I'm not really good at it.
You know, the green thumb.
Right. So a lot of our foam flowers, you can put them anywhere in your house. They don't have to water them. They don't die. They last a long time. You can change them out for different colors and different seasons. And for me, it's like a therapy because I get to go around and kind of set out arrangements and decorate with the flowers. And so when I get tired of staring at the computer or doing orders, I get to go play with flowers.
That sounds like fun. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Sadie.
Sure, thank you. I appreciate
and back
it.
to you, Manny. Awesome.
Coming up, you're live.
Alrighty, thank you, Sonia and Casa Decor there. Man, that place is amazing.
You have two professional shoppers here.
Oh yeah, for sure. There.
We love Casa Decor and all the shopping downtown. So yes.
So one cool thing, and they have like it's all like just unique handmade items there. And I mean, from tables to like what we saw with the outside patio sets. I mean, you can just get lost in there.
It really is. And one unique thing that I saw that I had always wondered what they were until I went into Casa Decor was those rain gutters. So they're almost like a piece of decoration that hangs on the corner of your home, and the rain comes through them.
Oh, that's cool.
The little cups.
The little cups. But just all those unique gifts, and Father's Day's coming up, right?
There we go.
So what a great place to maybe find a gift, and maybe our next feature here is a great place too.
So the next spot, this is probably.
Yeah, we're still.
We're still on the way. Okay.
We're still waiting to get the crew over there.
Well, I would love to bring up If These Walls Could Talk, since we're still on our way to the other location.
Okay.
They have some great furnishings as well. I know Taylor and his team over there work really hard to bring in some unique things, and so there's all kinds of shopping downtown.
Yeah, and he does consulting as well. I think he's done some good redesign on some homes that we know of. really good stuff.
So we had to do a little shout out.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just joining us this afternoon, this is Downtown Strong. It's pretty much the celebration of reopening of Downtown San Angelo and pretty much the local economy here in San Angelo and the Concho Valley. And so grateful to have it all back. Of course, it's not all the way back due to the kind of the phases and what we're in with Governor Abbott's orders and things like that. So we're still kind of treading lightly with a lot of different things. But Downtown San Angelo certainly doing some big things today. We're gonna have classic cars downtown. You'll have live musicians. You guys, we were talking a lot about that. Certainly, the Manny Campos band. He's gonna be playing out there. Love listening to that guy.
Yeah, Manny. And where Manny's at Miss Hattie's.
Miss Hattie's.
Yes, and I think the live musicians are from 3 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
And I know that San Angelo Live posted a list. And so you can actually just maybe hop from place to place and be able to see multiple musicians. I know West Texas Funk is at Old Central Firehouse.
Yep.
And Unplugged, so a little bit of an acoustic set there. West Texas Funk has a lot of members in their band with a lot of different instruments, and so that really has a unique sound. And I know Charles Reyes and Patrick Venue, they're all great musicians, and that whole list, I would love to see some of the ones maybe I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. It's a kind of a collage of different musicians down there. So we are good to go with Eggemeyer's. Matt Trammell is going to be downtown. We're going to go cruising back there with one of the most historic gift shops. I'm just going to say one of the most historic gift shops in Texas.
You can spend hours in
there. Eggemeyer's
Yeah.
General Store. People come far and wide just to visit this place. So many great things. Matt Trammell, tell us what you got.
Now we're down here at the legendary Eggemeyer's on Concho. We're here with the manager and an Eggemeyer herself, Mrs. Tammy Schultz. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Well, the COVID-19's done a little bit on everyone's part. How's it affected y'all?
It's the month and a half that we were closed was really scary, but we were able to do a lot of restock and cleaning and organizing through it all. So that part was nice, but it was quite scary without seeing customers' faces daily.
Right, and so y'all adjusted. Y'all did some curbside. Y'all did some social media selling and stuff. What was one of the biggest things that y'all did kind of like that?
I think the personal shopper and the curbside was really big. We kind of, anybody that needed anything, if they called and said, hey, we're looking for this, we went through and shopped for them each individually, and then we'd take it out on a cart and let them shop from the curb, which was kind of a unique experience.
Right.
And then our ham sales for Easter were great, which helped.
So what are some of the things that maybe you learned that you didn't do before during this that you're going to do later?
Well, our social media presence, we really tried boosting through Instagram and Facebook. We're working on our online presence as far as our online business part of it. So, because I know we have a lot of people who have tried to go there and we've had some trouble with that, but we're working on that.
So there is a big thing going on right now. There's hundreds of people out there. They're going, they're shopping, they're going to be listening to live music. Is there anything you can say that maybe you're getting some people who won't come out and are maybe scared of the large crowds or things like that? Is there anything that you would recommend to them? Or like just, the Eggemeyer's has precaution-wise?
Well, we are trying everything we can to make sure that the store stays clean and sanitized. So as far as coming in here on a daily basis, our employees and our staff are working hard to make sure that it is clean, so you don't have to worry about anything. We are a good enough space that keeping the distance with each other in that respect, everybody has been very not on their guard, but very cautious, and they try to make sure that they're cautious and respectful of each other's distance.
Very good. And is there anything else that you just like to tell the people out there to just make them come in here?
Just thank you for coming back and shopping local, and we're grateful to see their faces, and we'll be happy to wait on them when they come in.
All right. Well, that's us here at Eggemeyer's. Back to you in the studio, Manny.
Is on your live.
Alrighty, Matt Trammell, thank you so much. There with Tammy Schultz from Eggemeyer's, one of my favorite places downtown. I think you grow up in San Angelo, you see that place. I love going there in Christmas time, from the ornaments just to the great gifts.
Well, it's the perfect place if you're just kind of like, what do I get this person? We all have a few of those. They were in the men's section, and we all have a few of those. And so, at least
as well. So if you're getting someone who used to live here and lives out of town or something like that, you can get them a San Angelo gift,
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great point.
Mm-hmm. We are efforting an interview with A-Rock Salon with Autumn Brockman. Joe, we're actually going to have a one-on-one interview. Joe, how's that looking over there?
We're working it.
We are working that one. So
this is a new deal.
So yes.
Sonia and Matt are having all the fun there downtown.
I know.
Yeah, they are. We're in the studio.
It's like once we get out of here, it's gonna jump ship downtown. So yeah. So good things there. So from Casa Decor to Eggemeyer's, we're now in kind of the shopping phase, if you will, with the Downtown Strong.
what about all the old cars?
The old cars, yeah. You know, we're hearing some. You said you had a comment here.
Yeah, I'm seeing Vicky. Loves seeing the old cars. So Vicky must be out there. Vicky Forrest. You know, I know that all the car clubs were invited to go downtown and drive the strip per se, or maybe park, so that everybody can marvel at their vintage cars. And you know, fun fact about Chris Forbes over here, she is actually a judge for old vintage cars.
Learn something new every day. So we've done that for maybe 8 years.
Okay.
Judge those old antique cars, and it's amazing how well the owners take care of those cars, and they shine them, and they're beautiful when they bring them, and it's
just the care and the
so
love.
special. Yeah, really.
And well, just to see how those cars were back then, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Now catch a glimpse of them driving downtown today. I mean, it's just kind of neat, you know, different. Yeah.
That's what all the Downtown Strong is about. Just kind of just bringing everything collectively together. So I'm hearing that we now have Autumn Brockman from A-Rock ready to go. And first things first, Autumn, the feeling you had to get back into the salon, to get back to work.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We were like super excited. Like everybody was on point, like super booked. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know if I want that kind of attention drawn to me. But I did feel her pain. I did, you know, compare my life to hers. Like it was about this close to happening. But then I started thinking about, you know, the consequences.
Little technical difficulties there.
Aggies are in charge.
Is that a good
Well, you know, Autumn has a great salon over there. It's the A-Rock Salon. I know that they have several different services, hair and nails and...
Yeah, and such a collection of stylists there.
Yeah,
I mean,
very eclectic group.
Yeah, very much.
I know if you want kind of a unique hairstyle, they're the ones to call because they definitely have really artistic salon employees there.
Most definitely. And you know, we did a story. Okay, so we're going to go back to Autumn here. So Autumn, you know, and you and I, we've had a chance to talk over the past few weeks. You know, we heard so much about this Dallas salon owner. How close were you to being a Dallas salon owner-esque type of story?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know if I want that kind of attention drawn to me. But I did feel her pain. I did, you know, compare my life to hers. Like it was about this close to happening. But then I started thinking about, you know, the consequences and the fines and everything, and it just isn't worth it.
Manny.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that was like. I mean, that lady, she pretty much just a pioneer of what she was trying to do during that time, just to provide for her family. Heck, even you know, Senator Ted Cruz visited with her and got a haircut with her when all this was opened back up with stylists. Do we still have Autumn? I think we had 2 more questions for her. All right, so Autumn, you've kind of been a part of downtown for a number of years now. How clutch is this to bring life back to downtown?
I think it's very, very important since, you know, some of the businesses were unable to open up as we were. I feel like that, you know, I think that they should have opened up whenever we did too, like the tattoo shops and other places like that. I feel like we're all essential because at the end of the day, if we don't have our jobs, we can't survive.
Back to somewhat of a normalcy.
I am super, super excited, but I'm also preparing if something like this were to happen in the future, that we're not going to take such a big hit. So I've told all the stylists, to save up for the times like this, because you never know. I feel like in the future it may come back, and if it does, we want to be prepared for it.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Autumn, for taking time out of your busy schedule. This woman has just been, the conversations that I've had over the last few weeks with her, she's just been extremely busy, as have a number of her staff, just getting back in the flow of things. I mean, just all stylists in general in Texas.
And actually, they've got some new stylists over there that are looking for business and growing their business. And she said they're busy for sure, with COVID and how they have to be careful with how many people are in the salon. Absolutely, you can't bring your friend with you. You have to do one at a time. They would love an uptick. And so I think people are available, call, find out, get a new person. So
yeah, and we had did a story with kind of before everything was allowed, before stylists were allowed to go back to work, talking about how one stylist from the Dallas area, how she was pretty much still at work, and she's just trying to do what she had to do. Yeah. Now, whether we won't say not with anybody on blast,
some personal opinion,
yeah. But. I will say this. I didn't visit with the stylist. I grew it out and I debated whether or not to, but as soon as I got all got cleared up, I got.
Did you get a haircut, Manny?
I got a haircut that Friday when we were allowed to by Smokey the barber, Miller Carbondale. So
I cut my husband's hair while we were.
Some trimming, and it's definitely being a blonde, it's a screw out.
So not only as a graphic designer, but the stylist, you cut hair now?
No, I'll leave that up to the professionals. we had to do a trim. We just had to do a little something.
So that's okay because you're not divorced at this point. I mean, you still maybe enjoy the haircut stuff.
Yeah, now he's like, do we save money and do you keep doing it? No, babe,
no. Don't need that pressure.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to keep the train rolling here. I think we're efforting a interview with the Heritage House downtown, and this is the clocks. This store here, been there for quite some time. Arc-alike Saloon, I think that's what this used to be back in the day, if you really go back into the history of San Angelo. But what makes this place unique is how they fix clocks. They do a lot of different things, but you go in there, you know what time it is. That's for sure.
Well,
no pun intended.
This is why I love this program, because I was not familiar with this business, and so I can't wait to see. Is it Matt or Sonia over there?
Yeah. So we got Matt with Martin Vallis. Matt, aka Pothole, as that's what the chief of police Frank Carter likes to call him. The story that's probably for another day.
Don't tell him.
Nonetheless, Matt Trimble with Heritage House downtown.
Thanks, Manny. Now we're here at the Heritage House with owner Martin Vallis, here to talk about what kind of they've been going on during this whole thing. First of all, how you doing today, Martin?
Oh, we're doing pretty fine today. Back when we were having to stay closed and whatnot, times got pretty rough. But now we're doing better since we've opened up again.
And what are some of the things that maybe have you've taken away from this? Of like maybe we did have to do this, change here, but we're looking to move forward with it all. What is kind of your mindset on moving forward with it?
Well, we're just hoping that more people come in and start buying ceiling fans again. Our business had dropped to about 95%. Normally we'd sell probably 3 to 5 ceiling fans a week, and we've sold 2 since the 1st of May. But we kept working, and all of our employees are all still working. We're repairing the clocks, and we're starting to get caught up on that a little bit. So we didn't really slow down that much. After the first week or two, well, then the employees came in, and we were working on repairing clocks and different watches and different things. And now people are starting to come in and get watch batteries again. So it's starting to open up.
Yeah. And do you see like when we go full force, June 1st is going to be another day where people are going to start opening more things up, like retail shops might be 100 by then. And do you think that will help y'all out a little bit?
Oh yeah, anytime you can have traffic downtown and whatnot, it'll help us out, and it'll help all the other businesses too. And people come to see us. We do a lot of service work. And people come to see us, and while they're downtown, of course, they'll go to the other shops too, and so it works out for everybody.
And just so sorry, excuse me, and just so everyone else knows, what are some of the services y'all do provide here?
Okay, we do clock repair, watch repair. We have batteries. We do lamp repair. We sell and do repairs on ceiling fans. We sell a real good quality ceiling fan at reasonable prices. And we also do installations on everything we sell at no extra charge. So that's a good selling point there.
Right on, yeah, yeah. All right, well, that's it for us here at the Heritage House. Back to you in the studio, Manny.
Matt Trammell is. He is the star of Trammell Eats here at San Angelo Live. This guy, now he's a great writer, but what he really enjoys is eating all the great food around San Angelo. He gets to try all this great food. Doesn't leave anything for me whenever I'm shooting these and producing them for him.
So you're behind the scenes, so it's a little switch right now.
Yeah, so this is like, so usually like I'm where Joe is right now producing the whole thing or directing it. Joe's in front of here, so this is kind of like the first time I've been out in a while, so it's a little exciting.
Yeah, you're missing out on the food.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Well, I really enjoyed learning about Heritage House, and I'll have to say, with the word heritage, thinking about Heritage Park, I see here Billy Dan Langley is actually going to be playing some live blues music over at Heritage Park from 3 to 6, so giving him a little shout out.
Oh, I love Heritage Park. I mean, that's just a new concept, a pocket park, downtown San Angelo. Really neat. They raised money by having people donate a brick. And I have a special brick there for a person in my life that had just passed away, and they raised money for that. You can see the names laid on the ground there.
Like a memorial
area. It promotes lots of things, actually.
There's some bronze statues and
wow, that's awesome. That's a very cool concept. Maybe we'll see a few more of those pop up throughout town. All right, so we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. So we were at Heritage House. Tell you what, let's give Matt Trammell a little bit more time.
Okay, well, what about Atmos Energy earlier?
Yes, so Atmos Energy, Rochelle Ditmore coming in, and she is her group was the sponsor of Hour 1. Joe, we're moving into the next hour. That's what I'm being told now.
We've got 2 minutes left for the first, and we'll go into the next hour.
Okay, so so we've had a nice collection of people join our live show this afternoon. You guys have seen a number of people that you all know.
Yeah, we can do some shout outs here. Shout out to Jennifer Bentley Counts. We've got Peggy Black, Hunter Dobritz, Derek Hoffman, Shenanigans owner right there. Of course, our Thana Cox with Raw. There she is. And Logan Reynolds. Kelsey Hall, Kurt Worth, and so we're so happy that you guys are tuning in to our Downtown Strong coverage.
Absolutely, and I saw on that Fernando Fuentes, owner of Chadburn Tavern, the Chad Tav, as the kids would call it. I'm not, I can't.
Aren't we? Haven't heard that. Is Matt or Sonia going over there, or you're going to talk to him?
Yeah, so we're going to have a live interview with Fernando for
he's the greatest.
Yeah, so this guy, he's needless to say, he was dying to get back to work, for not only just to get out of the house, but just to get back in business.
Well, talk about a people person.
Oh, Fernando's great.
He, I have had some great conversations with him at Chadburn Tavern. He's always got a warm smile. Very, very friendly guy. Love the venue. It's downstairs, upstairs.
Downstairs. You got a little patio on the top floor there. And he was telling me he was going to share a unique story and how he's going to relate it to a 1980s movie and all this. And
I love
the interview, so you want to stay tuned for that. All right, so pretty much Trammell and...
Trains, we need to talk about trains, we're in the next hour.
Okay.
Trains.
Oh, yes, Texas Pacifico. They are our hour 2 sponsor for the first half hour. We're just moving through this. We're going through this pretty quick, and heck, this is Downtown Strong, the celebration of Downtown San Angelo. We're letting Trammell get to Concho Confetti. This dude is just moving all the way downtown. He is.
Is he on a scooter?
Yeah.
What's happening? I heard he's there. So.
We're not asking questions.
No logistics. He just appears.
He just kind of just appears there. Wink, wink. So we'll leave the
magic of television.
Yes. He is at Concho Confetti, right across the street from Eggemeyer's. These guys have a fantastic antique mall. Trammell, give us the goods, my man.
Thanks, Manny. Now we're here at the corner of Concho and Oaks at the Concho Confetti, and we're here with the owner, Sue Gomez. How you doing today, Sue?
I'm doing good, and you?
No, I'm doing pretty good. So a lot of things have been going on lately. You know, a lot of people have been away from downtown. How's your business been?
Well, we were closed a while, and then during that time we just, we did videos and uploaded them and just tried to stay in contact with our customers. Our customers are very supportive, and everybody missed coming here, and it was we all missed them and missed it. So we put videos on, and if they, we tried to do the curbside or whatever. And ever since we've been able to open, it's just been amazing. We've had all kinds of support. Our customers are back. Just really, and we're doing good. I'm very thankful for our support.
That's awesome. That's really what you want to hear, because when someone's closed, when they come back, you want them to come back strong. And it seems like y'all have done that. Did y'all take anything out of what y'all have learned when being shut down or doing this curbside? Did you learn anything that you might extend going in the future?
Well, the biggest thing I see is that our customer service and shopping local is important, because our people, when they came back, they were like, oh, I've missed this. I've missed my happy place. I've missed to be able to just walk through and enjoy downtown and enjoy the shops and the local people. And you forget some of those things till you don't have it, So it's been very rewarding and happy for us. So, and very, very thankful.
So today we're going to have a lot of people come down here, and there's going to be people walking up and down the street listening to live music. How do you think that's going to help you and the rest of your fellow business owners?
I think it's going to be great, because first of all, it's going to liven up, bring us back to what we were, and it'll be just supportive of us, but also we're nothing without them. And so having the event down here is going to be great, and hopefully kickstart us and everything.
Yeah, so right on. Well, do you have anything you'd like to just tell your people out there to get them in here or get them shopping downtown and not be scared of the crowds?
Yeah, we're open 10 to 5 Monday through Friday. Saturday, same thing. Sunday, we're also open 1 to 5. We're constantly cleaning and sterilizing and trying to social distance the best we can. So come on down, and we'll be excited to see you.
Yep, and it's been an exciting time here with all this cool stuff here. But now we got to go back to the studio. Here's Manny.
You guys are hot.
All right, very patriotic setup there.
Yeah.
They're at Concho Confetti Antique Mall, just across the street from Eggemeyer's General Store there on Chadburn. Man, so many good things. That place, that's another one of those places. You walk in there, you're going to need some time.
It's bigger than you think.
Yeah, it goes way back.
It goes on forever. And, I think the concept, and Sue may have mentioned this in the interview, but people rent those spaces and they display their antiques. They're for sale. And so that organization not only supports the owner of the building and the business, but it also has other people within that it's supporting. And you can always find some unique things. Every time my dad comes into town, we love to go antique shopping, and so we'll hit them at Concho Confetti, as well as Mad Style Vintage, which is also downtown with some great antiques. And I think they've opened up a another location there.
Next
to Fifi's, right?
Yes,
That's like
yes,
a
right next.
third building. So
And that's a big space too.
Yeah,
All the way back.
So lots of antiques, lots of shopping downtown. You know, when it comes to jewelry, there's Legend Jewelers. There's all kinds of different unique gifts that you can find that are specific to San Angelo.
Absolutely.
You know, I love mixing the old and the new too, though. When you're doing a new home or you're younger and you've got modern, furniture, bring in some antiques. I mean, it's beautiful. Classic.
Why not? Yeah. So we're going to let Trammell get down the street. Our next
He's got a
stop.
long way to go, man.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go. STEM Designs. That's what, on 2 weeks?
Yeah, but didn't I see something on San Angelo Live about picking up flowers at different locations for STEM?
They're giving them away.
They're giving them away.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, at Eggemeyer's and what were the other the other places?
San Angelo Live, yeah.
Go to San Angelo Live.
Well, STEM used to be in our location, so they were in the Live Design building, and then we moved in, when they moved over to their new spot around the
They're
corner.
giving away at the Grind, Old Central Firehouse, Eggemeyer's, and Jesse Rose.
Okay.
Okay, so Jesse Rose, the Grind Brew House. That's
we
a
gotta
new
talk
spot
about that
downtown.
place, yeah.
And Old Central Firehouse Pizzeria and Tap Room. Man, that is a mouthful, but such a good place. You want to check that out.
And you get a free flower.
And you get it, yeah. So go check them out right now, and you get some free flowers.
No, a free flower.
A free flower. Sorry.
Free flower.
A stemmed flower.
STEM design flower.
So maybe it goes in your ear. Well, they have some really unique bouquets. You know, they really think
they're
outside the
artists.
box.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
are
are.
full designers.
Absolutely.
Has he scooted over there yet with his?
Yeah, we got Trammell's over here. We're hooking the internet up. So I've got him live. He's waiting. Here.
Well, what about the Grind Brew House? The Grind and Brew, and I'm sorry, am I saying that full name properly?
New spot.
Brew and Cafe.
The Grind Brew and Cafe.
It's next to what is it? The tattoo spot
and kind of like
down
that
there?
Army store.
Yeah,
it's kind of further downtown.
Right on Chadburn. Yeah, you got to go down Chadburn just a little bit. But man, they've got a ton of good stuff there. The coffee's top notch.
I'll have a good cup of coffee.
Well, you know where I just went crazy is number one, bagels. Nobody else in town serves bagels. And they do some unique things with those bagels. And then they also do smoothie bowls. So if you haven't had a smoothie bowl,
this is our smoothie girl around here.
I'm a smoothie girl. Let's try it. It's
Yes.
heart smoothie, granola, fresh fruit, and it is delicious. It's refreshing, and I know Michelle Chapa, she has multiple businesses downtown, and she brought something new and fresh here. And so if you guys haven't tried it, you gotta check it out. Yeah, smoothie bowl.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm hearing that now Trammell, he is there. He has made his way to Tuig, and he is there at STEM Designs. Man, this guy's all over the place today. Trammell, they're giving away a flower, and you're there with the owner. Give us the news.
Thanks, Manny. Next stop here, we're at STEM Designs with owner Vicky Enriquez. How are you doing today, Vicky?
I'm great, thank you.
Well, the COVID-19 has come and it's starting to wean its way out. What are some things that you've had to experience during this whole time?
Well, maybe just cutting staff back a little bit. Slow down, losing events, postponements of weddings, and then just rescheduling, a lot of rescheduling. So we'll pick back up, but it's been a crazy time for all of us.
Right, it sure has. Have you learned anything along the way that you could maybe apply later to your business?
I mean, I think from tragedies like this, we always have the opportunities to learn. I think San Angelo is very resilient in a way, so that we're very thankful for. We are very, very fortunate to be where we are today.
So the big event going on today is the Downtown Strong. There's hundreds of people going to be out here and having a good time, walking the streets. Do you think that will help boost your business in the rest of the town?
I hope so. I think it's just an awareness and letting people get out and kind of start being Americans again. We're not used to being quarantined and not being able to do as we choose.
Right on. Do you have anything else you want to say to your customers, maybe your potential customers, or just people in San Angelo in general?
Well, we welcome everyone in. You know, we always try to do our best in floor design and customer service. A lot of people don't know about us yet. I mean, we're still a growing, thankfully, company. So we do welcome everyone in, even if it's just to look, you know, spread the word. We're here and we're willing to serve and do our best for San Angelo.
All right, you heard it here. We're at STEM Designs on the corner of Tuig and Concho, correct?
Tuig and Irving.
Oh,
No,
Tuig.
I'm sorry. Tuig and Randolph.
Tuig and Randolph. All right, yeah.
Where am I?
All right, it's been Matt and Vicki over here at STEM Designs. We'll see you at the next stop. Back to you, Manny.
Okay, you're live.
All right, Matt Trammell and Victoria Enriquez there at STEM Design. Another very unique little shop there, flower shop, bringing you one flower today. If you go to, I've learned not
One
one flower,
stem.
just one
because it's stemmed.
Yes. So yeah, good things downtown. This is Downtown Strong. We've had a lot of people tune in over the course of this. We're now in hour 2. Del Velasquez of Downtown San Angelo Inc. Commenting here. Thank you, San Angelo Live. What a great job helping our community. We're going to chat with Del here in just a bit. Pretty much one of the authors of this event going on this afternoon. So
We're going to the boot place first. That's where Trammell's at.
yeah. So our next stop. We're gonna let Trammell get there, mind you. But our next stop we'll go to ML Letty's, and this place, man. If this doesn't scream Texas, you know, I don't know what does, you know.
Iconic to
smell the weather right
to
now,
San Angelo. Well, and then even in those old vintage photos of downtown San Angelo,
it's
MLA
there.
there.
I know.
And, you know, people all over the world buy these boots. You know, these boots are luxurious, high-end leather boots. I have not been able to step foot in there just because I'm a compulsive shopper. I don't know that that's my income bracket just yet, but I can definitely dream, and those are just gorgeous handmade things.
So one of our rodeo stories this past year was with ML Letty's and how they make boots. And of course, I had to ask Amy Farmer, give me the goods on like some of your most famous people that you've done boots for.
Okay.
And he wouldn't name names. Which is, he's like, we just don't do that thing. But I'll give you a hint. You know, his team is known for playing with the star on their helmet. So that's whether you like football or not.
That's a good little tidbit.
So old Jared Jones there with the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you guys remember those leather notebooks that they used to make back in the day for high school? I know I'm probably aging myself out here. But ML Letty made you the notebook. It had your initials on it. It lived through high school, and then I'm sure some people have them, and that was a really neat thing that they came out with.
Well, we just did a project with Sammy and ML Letty's. We created some awards the chamber gave out to some of the sponsors last chamber wrap-up meeting, and when he did, we designed it, and then he made the leather for the award. It was really, really cool and so nice.
That's a great family, yeah.
Yeah, the boots that they make, and they make them here in San Angelo. This is kind of one of the most unique things about them. They do have a store in Fort Worth, and they sell to people all over the world. But those boots made right here in town, which is very, very cool. You can't say that a lot. A lot of businesses, you know, they have their things manufactured in a lot of different places, but that's cool that San Angelo is known for making boots, and that whole Letty family, you know, what they've done, you know, it's just phenomenal there. So do we have Trammell there? Has he gotten there?
He's getting there. He's getting set up. He'll be there. Give me about a minute. Y'all need to rap about trains for 2 minutes.
Rap about Texas Pacifico?
Yeah, Texas Pacifico.
Aren't they there on the corner of Chadburn?
Right across the street from Fuentes.
So are they responsible for kind of bringing and upgrading our railroads here and revitalizing that
I believe
transportation here? Yeah, I've actually I've been to a Chamber of Commerce happy hour that they've hosted a few years back, and their leadership team was in there, and they're just really great people. And I know that they were a big part in doing some of those repairs that we needed.
And certainly jobs. Joe Hyde is
lots of jobs.
employment with Texas Pacifico as well. Yeah. So, shout out to Texas Pacifico. They are our hour 2 sponsor for this half hour and hour 2 in that one. So I've been told that Trammell, this dude is just going and blowing. And maybe he hopped on a Texas Pacifico train from this downtown train, if you will,
or a hoverboard or something.
He's going Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future. You know, the meme on Facebook.
It's my favorite.
You know, don't go to 2020. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from 2020. I mean, what do we? I mean, we from the coronavirus, the murder hornets.
They say the cicadas are about to hatch this year too, so wait till that happens, everybody. Okay. That'll be fun. The cicadas, Joe.
What is cicada?
A cicada. We'll Google it and come back.
We'll put a pin in that one and come back to it.
We'll come back to it after we talk.
All right, so let's go back downtown to ML Letty's, one of the most historic spots in downtown San Angelo, with Matt Trammell and Sammy Farmer.
Manny, now we're down here at ML Letty's. We're here with the sales manager himself, Mr. Sammy Farmer. How are you doing today, Sammy?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm not too bad. So it's been a kind of a crazy time. I know you, as a county commissioner, you've been seeing it in the forefront. What has ML Letty's done during this time?
Well, we carried on. We've not shut down any. We did our spacing next door, so our production area has been running the whole time. Our sales area, we locked the doors, and we let people in by appointment. Or if you called or knocked on the door, we would let you in to order or pick up boots and stuff like that. But we've been just carrying on and done fine.
And that's awesome. So many people haven't really seen that. Have you done any like curbside or anything like that during this time?
No, basically our curbside was you walk up, honk, call us, and we let you in.
Oh, right on. Do you see something like that moving forward with the business? Or or is it more like when everything's open, everything's right back to normal?
Oh, I think it's going to be back to normal. We're basically open right now. I mean, anybody can come in. We don't have, you know, the problems that they have at the restaurants and stuff with, you know, a lot of people in at one time. So it's worked out okay for us.
Right. And there's going to be hundreds of people out here later on, and they're going to be out here listening to music, having fun. What do you think that's going to do for the local economy here?
Oh, I think it will help. Everybody needs to get out, start spending some money, moving around, you know, driving their cars, buying gas.
Right.
You know, but we can see it already picking up down here downtown.
And is anything else you'd just like to say to get people out and maybe, you know, get out of their homes and, you know, kind of that it's all right to maybe get out nowadays?
Oh, yeah. I fully believe that, you know, we've all learned a lot during this, and we know not to get in people's face, and we're trying to keep our spacing in here when we talk to people. And so I think we're ready to rock and roll.
All right, you heard it here first. At ML Letty's, I'm Matt Trammell. Back to you in the studio, Manny.
Okay, you're live.
All righty, Matt Trammell, Sammy Farmer, they're at ML Letty's boot shop, downtown San Angelo. One of the most iconic boot shops in the world, and yet we have them right here in San Angelo, Texas. So very cool that we have that. You know, and they also in the recent storm that hit San Angelo, if your car, I imagine everybody has a story, a hailstorm story. Oh, yeah. They were impacted by that as well. And in fact, when we were visiting with them earlier this week, they were saying, I mean, they were still doing cleanup in there. Wow. So yeah, they were impacted by that as well.
I think I saw an alligator hanging up in the background behind Sammy. So some alligator boots.
The now later gators. Yeah. You know, got to get your gators, get your gator boots on in there. So good stuff from there. So as Matt Trammell makes his way through downtown San Angelo, we'll catch up with Del Velasquez in a bit. Coming up, we'll also visit with Fernando Fuentes over at the Chad Tab, as the kids would call it. And then probably one of the more, you know, I always enjoy visiting, a good visit with Aubrey Trufant over at Trufant Brothers Tattoo. This dude, so, you know, just chatting with him, and I've done a lot of different pieces with them, and I can't just just sit down there. I have to look at everything because it's all the art and all the interesting things that are in his shop. It's just so appealing to me. Maybe I'm just weird like that, but just all the cool things like that. Then of course, Think in a Box. If you haven't, that's one place I haven't been. Have you guys been to Think in a Box?
We haven't been to that one specifically. We've been to one out of town together, but Think in a Box is actually on our list to do a team building exercise for. So yeah, we're excited to see Matt over there. Is he gonna get locked in?
I don't think he's gonna get
think
lost.
in a box.
Yeah, he's not gonna get lost today. Yeah, we're just gonna. I think with him we're leaving a little chatting, but yeah, that's maybe Joe. Can we sign up for that one?
Yeah, let's say team building exercise.
Well, Trammell said he's supposed to find Del Velasquez, but he's headed over to Think in the Box right now.
Oh
really?
Oh, so he's going to Think. So we're pulling a switcheroo here, huh?
Switcheroo. We're gonna make you have to like improvise.
Oh,
there's no problem. But speaking of Del, I know him and Monica put a lot of work into organizing this event, and
over the past few weeks, there's been email after email, so these guys are just plugging away.
I mean, they really are, and I have to kind of give them some shout outs here. We are a member of the Downtown Association, and during COVID-19, whenever we're all working from home, we're all quarantined, the Downtown Association constantly sent updates and resources of information to all of their members. And you don't have to be downtown to be a member of the Downtown Association. Fun fact, didn't know that either. So we're big supporters of Del and his team and all the hard work they've done to put this event together.
Yeah, they really did. You're right. I got an email every other day just letting us know what the updates were.
Links and all kinds of stuff. So.
Okay, we're hearing that Trammell is Trammell ready to go at Think in a Box?
I think so.
We think.
Well,
he may have appeared
there.
He might get locked up.
Locked up, Trammell. Trammell he's been in charge of our booking report for quite some time here at San Angelo Live.
I'm a baby boomer. What the heck is an escape room? What is an escape room?
So,
Joe, you have a safe word for this.
It's essentially a puzzle room, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So you're locked in a room, and there's going to be all different types of scenarios, but you're given clues, and you and your group have to work through the clues to get out of the room or whatever
the next step,
whatever the scenario is.
Or the
There's actually a really creepy movie about escape rooms to bring that up, but they're definitely, I mentioned team building. They're a great team building exercise. Maybe a great birthday party idea for a small group. We're always kind of looking something unique for that random birthday that's maybe not a big one.
Well, it's probably going to make or break your team, at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you just throw down and say, hey, you know what? We're going to get out of here one way or the other.
Or you walk out getting a divorce. It's gone that far.
Yeah.
Well, they have different levels. There's some for kids, and then some for teams, and some for couples. So
yeah. So test out, how I guess. Creative, that
problem
significant
solving.
others.
The leader will come out very soon in a situation like that.
Yeah, and a group of friends. I know when we did one similar, we had a couple of friends that really shined with their leadership skills. So
well,
it was
and
really
it's
great
timed
to see.
too, so it's a competition.
Oh, it's timed.
So if you're, you want to be the winner, the top one.
Of course, you always have to be number one.
So
If you're not first, you're last.
Yes,
you
have to beat him. I mean, is he there yet?
Yeah. So we just received confirmation that Matt Trammell of Trammell Eats of San Angelo Live is.
He's not going to eat anyone.
He's not eating anyone or eating anything this time around. In fact,
He's eating the key.
Yeah, he was recognized at Fuentes Cafe downtown, and somebody asked him, "Hey, when are you going to come do a thing with us?" So maybe that's the next one. But today he's at Think in a Box. Matt Trammell, what you got?
The coolest place we've been, and that's the Think in the Box. We're here with the owner, Mrs. Lisa Lewis. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Matt?
Oh, not too bad. So how's the business been during all this?
Well, during this, it's been pretty bad. We've been closed. We were doing great up until mid-March. Things were really starting to pick up. People knew we were here. People were coming in. It was wonderful. And then COVID closed the doors. So 2 months we've been down.
Are y'all back open yet?
We are back open. We are spacing our groups out. We try to have it so that groups never actually interact with each other. We stagger them apart about 30 minutes. We used to try to stagger 15, and people people come a little late, a little early sometimes, so now they're set at about 30 minutes apart, and we also no longer mix groups. One of the things we were able to do before is most of our rooms, probably the ideal number of players is 6. And so if we had a group of 3 that booked the room and they needed some people to help them, we had a couple others come in, we'd put them together. It worked beautifully. People do so well together. It was great. But we no longer do that. We don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
Right on. And just to give the audience just a little bit, what can you tell us exactly what Think in the Box is?
We're an escape room. We want you to pay us to lock you in a room for about an hour. You have an hour to figure out what's going on and how to get out. Each story or each room has a theme and a story. There's a reason you need to go into the room and a reason you need to get out. Right now we're sitting in Blue Virus. Blue Virus is the home of a 14-year-old boy named Kevin. He and his mom live here. Uncle Ted, who's a scientist, recently moved in with the family. They think Ted's doing something dangerous in his lab, and Kevin is left a way for you to get in. He and his mom have figured out a way to get Uncle Ted out of the house, and they want you to come try to get into his lab and figure out what's going on. Blue Virus concept came up and was running many, many months before the coronavirus. We've had people suggest that we should change it, and we'd really rather just kind of not think about COVID.
Hey, I'm about it. So they're about to have hundreds of people out here listening to live music, just hanging out, going around. Do you think that's going to help boost the local economy?
I think so. I think just public awareness. I think everybody's got to learn that we're not all danger to each other, and we need interaction. We need each other so much. So yes, I think it's a great thing.
What is some of the things that you took out of this that maybe you can change in your business model or add to your business model or anything like that?
The scary thing for our business model is not being able to combine groups of people that don't know each other. That means that we have to run rooms with smaller numbers of people. Payroll's the same if you've got 2 people in a room, which we only have one room with 2 people, that we allow 2 people, or if you have 8 people or 10 people in that room. So it is going to pose some challenges to us. But the city of San Angelo has been very receptive. People are excited about us. We're not so new anymore. We've been here for 2 years. People are getting to know what it is that we do. We have all 5-star reviews. We are so proud of that. My guys, we really work at it. So.
Is there anything you just like to tell the people of San Angelo just to make them, get out of their homes and come down here?
Come out. We're sanitizing, we're cleaning. We've got a UV light system with ozone. We are sterilizing things. We're not combining groups. We really want people to be safe, but we do want you to have the option to interact with your family and friends and to get out.
All right. Well, thanks for having us today, and this has been the Think in the Box. Back to you in the studio, Manny.
You're live.
All right, thank you, Matt Trammell. Thank you, Think in a Box there. Those are some very different, unique rooms.
Different scenarios. We got some of our questions answered.
Yeah. If you didn't know about Think in a Box, you know now certainly what they got going on there. So that's good stuff. We're going to let Matt Trammell make his way downtown. We're gonna before he catches up with Del Velasquez and Downtown San Angelo Inc. It's been a good time. We've had a chance to check out a number of restaurants here in San Angelo, a lot of shopping places, very cool salon with A-Rock Salon. We're going to get to some entertainment, and of course the bars. We'll have some live interviews with those folks there. We're talking about kind of what we're wanting to check out. Did y'all have anything on the bucket list this afternoon, this evening? What do y'all want to check out?
Well, I think when we're wrapping up here, we're definitely heading downtown to listen to some great live music and to eat some food. And so I kind of just want to walk the streets, I know that everybody has different levels of comfort when it comes to getting out and about, and I think that, maybe just taking a walk and dropping in and, maybe practicing the social distancing and grabbing a Coke or a coffee at Stango's.
There we go.
So I know we'll be out there doing some shopping.
Yeah,
for sure.
A little something of everything. And of course, this half hour is brought to you by Texas Pacifico. Doing some great stuff for San Angelo, the Concho Valley, and of course the state of Texas.
Bringing those jobs here.
Making life good for many people around San Angelo. We appreciate most definitely appreciate their presence in this programming this afternoon. So. Yeah, we are awaiting Matt Trammell. He is on the scooter, whatever he's got to do. The Uber.
Is he going to Dell? Is he?
Yeah, he's actually going to Dell next.
I just got a picture from what they're like sitting in easy chairs. I mean, it's
Uh-oh.
Del Velasquez thing.
I mean, that sounds like Dell.
Now, now I'm visiting with Dell this week.
A cool cat.
Yeah, very cool cat. Now he was telling me he's also going to be making a guest appearance with the Manny Campos band at Miss Hattie's, perhaps.
Oh, really?
Very talented
I did not
piano.
know that.
Yeah.
Wow, I cannot wait to see that.
I've been assisting Dell because he has a number of pianos at his home, and so he's kind of wanting me to tweak out some audio and how that works with video. But yeah, man, this guy, very, very talented man. What he can do, I didn't know he could play. He's hung out with him before this whole pandemic occurred. And yeah, this guy was just getting down. I was like, man, this is a side you've ever even thought of.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you can't go downtown without running into Dell. He lives and breathes downtown. And
Mr. Downtown
he
San
is
Angelo.
Mr. Downtown himself. And, you know, I wanted to, while we were talking about downtown, bring up our iconic downtown sheep.
Oh, yes.
You know, fun fact, the sheep are a fundraiser for Downtown Inc.
Yeah. Okay, I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Chris and I had to do a little marketing for these sheep at one point. And of course, we have the sheep because San Angelo used to be the wool and mohair capital of the world. And the sheep were really created by Mayor Brenda Gunter. It was her idea to do the sheep as a fundraiser. And so I know, Chris, what do they kind of do with the sheep once they're purchased?
Well, so they'll get an artist to come in and design the sheep, maybe based on their nonprofit or the business owner, and the artist will design it and paint it. And my mom has painted 3 of those sheep. Maybe
my mom's an artist.
Has painted 4 of them by now, but. And then people will go and get on the back of them and take pictures and post them on social media.
Hashtag Downtown San Angelo. And so always purchase a sheep statue and support downtown as a fundraiser.
Yeah. Of course, then those things are all over town.
Yeah, they are. They don't have to
see
just
them
be
at Henry's,
downtown.
or you can see them at the banks and what have you. All right, so I hear that the Trammell Express, the Trammell train, is now in station there at Downtown San Angelo with Del Velasquez. Matt, give us a good Zimmer, man.
All right, thanks, Manny. Now we're here with the man of the whole entire day. That's right, the one who came up with the idea, the head of Downtown San Angelo, Mr. Del Velasquez. How you doing today, Del?
Thank you, Matt. You're giving me too much credit. I had a little to do with the idea, but really the idea, the concept of having the hashtag Heart of the City and also the hashtag Downtown Strong concept really was a play off of a lot of the different initiatives that are going around this time because of the shop local, support local community businesses. Right. And so we, of course, want to do our part to support our community as far as Downtown San Angelo is concerned, and our focus is downtown. So we wanted to do something to reintroduce the community to our businesses that are down here that have been shut down for a while. We started this process several months ago when we knew that there was going to be a rollout of when businesses would be able to open. And we didn't want to do anything until all of our businesses are open, every category of business that we have downtown. And so we now have that, and we were able to start coordinating with the businesses and hosting musicians at their stores and locations that will be there playing for tips. As you well know, musicians have not had the opportunity to play live or in venues where there are large groups of people, and this is a good way for us to introduce them to the community, for them to participate, for the community to see them in action and tip them. Be sure and tip them.
Yeah, right.
And they were all volunteers. Everybody that's playing this today are all volunteering their time and energy and their support of our community.
What do you think the people that need to come down here, and we need to get all these people down here. And what would you say to them to try to maybe convince them to come out of your house, and since it's safe down here, to come down and hang out and listen to some music, shop around, drink a little bit, eat a little bit, all the good stuff.
Right. Well, and that's you hit on it. Our businesses are committed to the safety of the public, and they're going to be following the CDC guidelines of social distancing, making sure that they're maintaining the percentage level that they're able to host at their business at this point. And so that's a very important message that we want to make sure gets out to everyone. We've had a tremendous response on our social media platforms about this concept, about this event. And we believe if everybody that liked it and shared it, we should have a decent turnout this weekend.
Yeah. So when you started to think about it and you wanted to open it up and you've been planning it for a little while and you've been trying to get it together and what made it be this weekend? What really made y'all say May 30th, this is the day that we want to open up Downtown San Angelo?
Well, we obviously had to take the lead from the governor's office and his mandates about what businesses can and when they should open. And as I mentioned, we wanted all of our businesses to be open, and before we could implement this program, we had a couple of false starts. We thought we anticipated, and we talked to a lot of people. One of the things that we did was we met via conference call with a lot of our businesses downtown and asked them, what would you like to see happen?
Yeah.
And from that, we were able to do what we're doing today. But the date of May 30th became a reality when Governor Abbott said that all these businesses could open, and the percentage for some of the businesses went up as well.
So if everyone comes down here and everyone thinks it's a great time, do you think that people in San Angelo will start to feel like everything's kind of back to normal?
Well, I caution everyone because the reality is that the virus is around still, and so I don't want to get out too much in front of it. But I think if we follow the CDC guidelines, I think we'll be very safe in what we're trying to get done to support our businesses, get people in our businesses downtown. We have seen within the last week a real pickup in traffic downtown. We've noticed there's more people looking for parking spaces, and that wasn't happening during the time period that the stay-at-home
the heat of the whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So we really did dry up pretty substantially during this period, and now we're as we now know that our businesses can be open, we're seeing that kind of support from the community.
Anything else you'd just like to tell people to get them out here today?
Well, we're being safe, and I hope everyone feels comfortable coming downtown and participating with us. And we expect a lot of fun with the musicians. They're really excited about being able to play live for the first time in a long time. So we're excited.
All right, well, that's it down here in downtown San Angelo. Back to you, Manny.
Sound.
All right, there he is, Del Velasquez with our very own Matt Trammell. Del, the executive director of Downtown San Angelo, Inc., always doing so many good things. And this event pretty much just reintroducing us to downtown San Angelo amidst this coronavirus and all that's kind of going on and what have you with all that. So, of course, our second sponsor, our second half-hour sponsor of this second hour is Food King. These guys, we want to give them a shout-out for that, for all that they've done for us in this hour. And, of course, we're chatting with our very own Joe Hyde, and he's telling us about how pretty much places like that in our downtown are very crucial to say the least, just because of what the services they offered, not only for the folks that live in that area, but for the businesses and things like that. And of course, just downtown, you know, we have a nightlife. We have an actual, you know, a place where we can gather. You know, obviously, you know, things have kind of gotten a little weird with all this going on, but you know, certainly downtown has been like that for the last 10 or so years, and it's made a huge difference in what we do with all that. So
well, and I know people are trying to move downtown, right, and live downtown, and so Joe brought up the great point of we need places like Food King downtown, because there has to be a source of food in the zone where people are living, and so we're so thankful for them, and of course thankful that they're here sponsoring this broadcast, and the whole reason why we're here is to get people back downtown.
Yeah, you want to get downtown today. You know, a lot of these musicians are going to be making their way to downtown this afternoon. And of course, you can catch all of them. You can catch all the great spots to eat, to have a drink, go catch a classic car. I mean, you can just do so many things this afternoon, and you can do it right here in San Angelo. You know, and then people always say, "Oh, I gotta go to Dallas. I gotta go to San Antonio. I gotta go to Austin." So yeah, you can go do all that. But heck, you can find a lot of cool things to do right here in town. So it's very nice, very, very convenient for that. So.
Absolutely.
To come support the community. Downtown, the heart of the city, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So downtown, Food King, they are a sponsor for the last half hour as we are on the home stretch of this Downtown Strong show presented by AB Distributing as our title sponsor this afternoon. We're going to be moving now. We're going to talk with Fernando Fuentes of the Chadburn Tavern, and you know, I always enjoy kind of going in there. It's a unique spot because not only, I mean, they play a variety of different music, and then you can just go and have a drink. There's a section of music that's going on downstairs, and then there's another kind of music that's going on upstairs, and you can go out in the patio and have just enjoy yourself there. So we're going to bring on Fernando Fuentes. He is going to be joining us live right now. Fernando, thank you so much for joining us. Hey man, give me that feeling when you were able to finally open up the bar there.
Wow, breathtaking. You know, I didn't know what to expect after those 2 months being off, and to come back. It just was breathtaking to feel the love that we did get from the people from downtown and the United States we felt. Everybody just came in, and the people that talked to us about, you know, what happened and the history that we're doing right now. This is history making, and it felt really well right now. The difference now, coming on now, you know, of course we got to sanitize when we walk in the front door. We're social distancing between the chairs and tables, no ordering from the bars. It's a lot different compared to a normal Friday and Saturday night. But just to be open and, you know, bring the service back to downtown, that's just, it just brought it all the way back to life where it needs to be.
Yeah, no doubt things are changing. So of course, you folks that are watching this, you may want to just kind of think about how that's it's a little bit different as you kind of frequent the bars now. Now, Fernando, we talked earlier this week, and you kind of made the analogy to a 1980s movie, how people were at the Chat Tab when you first opened up last weekend.
Oh my gosh, I kind of laugh to people and tell them. It's kind of like Gremlins, the movie. You know, people want to hang off the ceilings and just kind of start over again. I don't know how old everybody is, but that's what you felt. You know, people wanted this. They missed this. They longed for this. You know, you take for granted what was taken away from us.
Yeah, the Gremlins was like, don't feed them after a certain hour.
Don't get them wet.
Yeah, don't get them wet. Now it's like probably, with certain people, maybe don't give them a drink after a certain hour. but nonetheless, yeah, it's always the chat tab always a great place to hang out. I'm sure people are just ecstatic to get out and probably didn't even remember how to act when they go to a bar, So coming together this weekend, Fernando, talk about that, my man. I mean, this is such a great event, and you guys are a part of that.
Coming down together, that was really what felt a big part of this, the unity that we feel downtown. Everybody coming together, not just downtown, as far as San Angelo. San Angelo strong, even Texas strong. We see the governor. We're all coming together as one. And you see what we were missing, what got taken away from us, we took for granted. So now that we have the chance to come back, we feel the love, we feel the support, and this is where we are now. We're looking forward to Saturday, we're looking forward to tonight and see what's going to happen. That's where we're going with it.
Wait, now you got to pack. Good.
All right, Fernando, we appreciate you joining us, sir. Look forward to seeing you a little bit later this afternoon, perhaps this evening. If you have a chance, go check out the Chat tab tonight. And not only just moving forward, I mean, heck, that's always a great place to get some good music, get a good drink, nonetheless, with all that. So this has been just a collection of a lot of different things here.
It really has.
It shows how diverse downtown San Angelo is.
Well, and I feel like we've only just scraped the surface, right? So Chadburn Tavern, what are some other watering holes down there? The House of Fifi Dubois has to be one of my favorite bars to go to. Such a diverse crowd and music. I know Tony and Fifi bring in lots of talent there and have been so excited to reopen. What are some of y'all's favorite bars downtown?
Oh, wow.
Dead Horse, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
It's easy to sit in that bar, or even the back patio's nice.
Yeah, Dead Horse has a really unique atmosphere, and their staff is just amazing. I love LD, and now that he took over, it's a great place to go. And
what does LD stand for?
Little Dog, LD. We love LD. And then what, Suajitos?
The Swags, yeah.
Swags.
The pickle shot.
Yeah.
You can go in there and get that. That's always a good time.
The whiskey bar across the street.
Yes, yes.
Oh, 1933, yes.
Ordered a pizza from Stanko's, right?
1933, yes,
wow.
that is one of our favorite spots. They have some delicious, unique cocktails there, as well as a really fun atmosphere.
Okay.
And
yeah, we talked to Steve.
we talked to Steve. We talked to him. Fat Boss.
Yes,
Oh, that's the original, right?
Yeah.
Or the Crazy Goat, maybe.
Oh, but
that was a long time ago.
Probably some of the audience is like, the Crazy Goat. What's that?
Again, we're aging ourselves here. I mean, I can remember 20 years ago, there was nothing, and it wasn't at a bar establishment. The Dead Horse and Fat Boss came in and helped revitalize downtown.
Right.
So, we're really thankful for that that group of businesses.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's downtown has certainly changed over the course of the last 2 decades. All right, so we are going to be chatting with Aubrey Trufant of the Trufant brothers there, and it looks like we got him live. And this is, I always enjoy chatting with Aubrey. Such a unique guy, very creative guy. In fact, his daughter Olivia, she is an artist herself. And we've done a piece with her where Olivia's actually tattooed. She's created a piece of an art. It was a cactus, I believe. She drew it out, stenciled it out, and then she tattooed someone. She herself, and she's just I believe she's a teenager now. So yeah, she can do that too. She's following her old man's footsteps there, and of course her mom is a great hairstylist as well. So let's bring in Aubrey Trufant. Aubrey, my man, it's always good chatting with you. Man, tell me about.
Almost like we got some sound issues.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Aubrey, give me that feeling of being back in business, my man.
First things first, Manny, thanks for having me on the show. Glad to be here. Being back in business, especially post-COVID, it feels great. It's a blessing. Back in action, right where I want to be.
Go.
All righty. Yeah, for sure, my man. You know, you and I, we always catch up, whether it's old school wrestling or, you know, sports. A sports term here, getting the nod. You talked a little bit about that. Tell me about that in that feeling, kind of getting back to work and how all that played out.
You know what's interesting, Manny, when we got the call, it was more of an email per se, but it was like a veil had been lifted. It's funny because when I was at home thinking, man, am I going to have work to come back to? You know, you had those worries. Are people going to have funds to come back and see you? Yeah, am I going to have work to come back to? But after the veil was lifted, it was like we're back like we never left. People were very interested in making calls and walking in and coming to see us, and things have been kind of streaming along as the veil's been lifted. So it's a blessing.
Yeah, I can't imagine what all that's like there. Just certainly just getting back and just getting back to work and seeing so many different people there as you do. Reuniting with downtown. Give me your thoughts, your feelings of that this weekend.
Well, Manny, I think it's extremely important. I'm very excited, very pumped to see everybody's faces downtown, new and old alike. Positive, you know, we got to stay positive, and we got to roll with the changes. We got to learn to adapt, and coming together is the only solution. So I'm very excited. I'm very pleased to be part of this community, and San Angelo just responds every time. So thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on, and I'm excited for the weekend.
You're live.
All right, thanks, Aubrey. We'll catch you down the road. Be well, my man. All righty. Yeah, that's, you know, this Downtown Strong, the hashtag Downtown Strong initiative today has just been, you know, we've heard about it so much over the past few weeks. And, you know, Del Velasquez and his team, they've been kind of waiting to see what the governor was going to do in the next phase of the orders, certainly how it was going to impact bars and things like that. And you know, it looks like that was made where bars can now operate, and now we're able to kind of celebrate the
Retail.
reopening. Yeah, so many different things with all this.
Well, you think about our downtown is made up of local owners, right? I mean, I'm trying to rack my brain. Are any of these corporate? You know, I think that for the most part, downtown businesses are people that live in San Angelo.
Absolutely.
And so it's really important for us, as opposed to maybe jumping online and buying that item, is to really go and eat and support our local people there.
Yeah.
So.
Now, of course, you guys, y'all deal with a lot of folks downtown. Of course, some of y'all that y'all like to give a shout out to, and certainly kind of talk about what they do as well.
I mean, we see we're for our location on South Irving, we've got paper shelling in the background.
Oh,
right?
man,
and so
that's awesome.
that
Really
is
do.
something new and neat and different. And you know, mentioning nonprofits, there's a ton of those that live downtown too, and very important. And we can see the support of the community with the Area Foundation, San Angelo Gives recently. I mean, we didn't miss a beat.
Wow. Yeah.
It was,
from last year to this year.
I just got chills from there.
Amazing.
Well, and we can't think about downtown without thinking about the iconic Cactus Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just from events to the local businesses they have there. And, you know, one of the businesses that we hold close to our heart is West Texas Counseling and Guidance.
Okay.
That is there in the Cactus. They have several floors. And I know, you know, with COVID-19, it is very stressful for some people. And, you know, West Texas Counseling and Guidance is there to offer support to people that may need to just talk some of that stuff out. And so we really wanted to make sure and give a shout out to them. And of course, the building itself, the Cactus, is a person of its own.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, can't wait to have another event there. So
I know.
Yeah.
Events, yeah.
Or attend an event, or
Yeah,
you know,
wedding
something.
planners, you know, event planners, those guys have certainly taken a back seat to this COVID-19 pandemic, and I imagine they're all just getting, I mean, just ready to get back to work and get back to events like that we can see at the Cactus and other great places downtown.
Yeah, events were first to go. They're going to be the last to come back. So,
and that's a shame.
We think about those people in those industries and do what we can to support them.
Absolutely.
So.
Of course, this last half-hour sponsor is brought to you by Food King. They're downtown. Cost plus food. Food King. There in downtown San Angelo. Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been fun. It's been real. We've had so many great conversations. Well, Matt Trammell and Sonia Ramirez have had some great interactions with folks. And, of course, we had live Fernando Fuentes, Aubrey Trufant, and Autumn Brockman here on the program as well. So do not hesitate to get downtown. In fact, get downtown as soon as you finish watching this. Get downtown.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. We'll have a team break here, and then we'll go downtown. We'll probably see you downtown with the drink or a nice slice of pizza or whatever you got to do. So
musicians starting at 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
So there's
It's
still
getting
time.
there.
I mean, it happens till 6 o'clock tonight.
Certainly. So you can catch your favorite music group or experience something new as well. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. It's been real, man. We're gonna have to do this some more.
We've had a blast. Thanks for having us, Manny.
And of course, I'd like to give a big thank you to Joe Hyde, our director this afternoon, director and producer, punching up the show this afternoon. This guy, man, what can he do now? All right, for Andy Marquis and Chris Forbes, I'm Manny Diaz in the San Angelo Live crew. See you later.